Good morning, everybody. I thought I would do the big cupboard in the kitchen and show you how I've done it for Valentine's. You can see I haven't changed the bowls up at the top yet. I just haven't felt like climbing up there and doing it, to be honest. But I will change them, and I am going to do a video on all of my bowls and tell you what I know about them, probably after I do the Valentine stuff, all the Valentine tours. But you can see that there's a lot of white and black with touches of red and lots of vintage wood pieces over in this area. I'll start down here. You can see I have my crock still with some of my old rolling pins. And there's my box with all my vintage whisk brooms, which y'all know how happy I am with those. And there's that old Maxwell House coffee, instant coffee. I don't know whether y'all remember instant coffee. Some of you may be too young for that, but I always thought instant coffee was just nasty. But John's dad, when he would come over and I'd cook a pot of coffee, we kept a little jar of instant coffee for him because he liked it. But he would put a couple spoons of instant coffee in my coffee that I just poured him in a pot, from the pot that I had perked, because he wanted it. Well, it looked black enough to be tar, but me and John was reminiscing about that when we found that jar. And of course, there's lots of old books, and a couple of them are cookbooks, and one of my old coffee meals, and that adorable little towel. And then in the wire basket, there's a lot of mashers and other whisks and old spatulas and the old wood beetles. And then here in the little two-tier tray, I put one of those little copper hearts that I got in all those Christmas ornaments in that tin at that estate sale. And I have the little Polish stoneware heart. And then y'all seen that little pillow many times. That's from one of my dear friends. I think she was 93 when she passed. But that was a gift from her, and I'll treasure it always. And a little truck for John, of course. And there's one of those sweet little sunbonnet girl pictures that we got at a sale in the fall, I believe. And then right here, my white chicken that I love, some of my ironstone pieces, and in this gravy boat, I had found those black and white ceramic balls at a sale this summer, so I put those in there. And back there is the black and white plate that we got at a sale in 22. And then that love, I've had that for, gosh, I don't even know how many years we've had that. But right here is my one and only pewter ice cream mold. And that came from a yard sale long, long time ago. And right here are a couple of my vintage heart cookie cutters. They came from a yard sale also. And one of my sweet little vintage Valentines. I think that is just precious. And there's that mug that a friend got us. And that ironstone pitcher is another one that we got at that estate sale, which I think is so pretty with all the detail on it. And I'll go up here and I'll open up the cupboard for you. Y'all know I love my cow creamers, so there's the beige one. And some Rae Dunn. And there's my little vintage Japan chicken and rooster. And there's that wonderful little teapot with the cup on top that we got at a sale. Love that. That's English. And one of my vintage transferware pictures. And there are a couple vintage shoe polish. I actually found those in an old shoe polish kit that John had back there in the closet. And this was before we had barcodes, so these are older, but they're in mint shape because they'd been in that kit all these years and never taken out. So I put those in that since they had red on them. Okay, we'll go over here to the next section. I'll open the door for you. More of my white ironstone. That's a little teapot with my wonderful little salt and pepper shakers that I keep out a good part of the year. And there's those super cute vintage salt and pepper shakers that I bring out in certain times a year. I just think they are adorable. And there's one of my vintage creamers, my restaurant creamer. And the Rae Dunn teapot, I just turned it around so it wasn't saying tea on it. But I love that little set of salt and pepper shakers. And then over here, there's another one of my cow creamers. And that cute little pig that, I believe I got that at Dollar General. This is probably the 3rd season. And then, of course, the Rae Dunn Farm series, which I love. And one of our vintage tins with the cow, the udder ointment. And one of my vintage black creamers, and more of the farm series. And y'all may remember these spatterware pitchers. They're measuring pitchers. Those were ones we got at a yard sale. That's been 2 years, I think. And they were actually, they say U.S. Navy on them, on the bottom. So they were Navy measuring pitchers. So this is all of this cupboard. I don't know whether I'll come back and do another video today or tomorrow, but I've got to finish up all the upstairs Valentine for you since Valentine is almost here. Our son was came in Thursday and went back home today, so that put me a little bit behind on getting things done because I wanted to spend time with him because our kids haven't been able to come in since last fall because first our son and his wife, well, they had COVID twice and then had upper respiratory stuff. Then, of course, John got sick with COVID first, then me. Then our daughter and her boyfriend got COVID, and they're still not 100% over it yet. They still, are coughing and have congestion. They're doing much better. But just one sickness after another has kept us apart. So I wish all of them could have come in, but only our son was able to. So we enjoyed every minute of his visit. And I did put a little mini video up of John. So you'll have to make sure, if you haven't seen it yet, go hunt it. You'll be laughing your head off because me and John Jr. we laughed and laughed at John. So, but love and blessings to y'all. I will see you, like I said, either again today or tomorrow. So have a wonderful Sunday. Till the next time, bye-bye.